Hey, we're
want to go
forgetting
to.
one person.
Oh,
Alabama Coasting Magazine.
that's right, David and Danny Calamity. I
Yeah.
think, are they related?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
Okay.
I think through marriage. Their parents.
Yeah, they're paired.
David,
You threw me off.
pretend you didn't hear
You
the
fooled me on
omission.
that
Yeah,
one.
and if you want to know what they got going on, jump by their Facebook page or go to alabamacoasting.com. They got something every week. You never know what's going on with them. It could be a steak cook-off one next week, and the next week, who knows, it's a Latin
Something in a
music
skillet.
festival.
Yeah. All right. So now we got a call.
Yeah, and we're going to bring on, well, she's gone.
No, she's here.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Our
yeah.
screen's not working. Hey, Kay. I just looked up and I was like, there's no one there.
Well, we don't have
But
anybody in here.
we got Kay Marley-Dilworth on with us. She runs the site ATX Food News. The first question for those who are unindoctrinated, Kay, what is ATX?
Austin, Texas.
Yeah. Just in case people didn't know, you'll always see that.
So that's on your luggage and your flight.
I was going to
ticket.
say, it
Is
sounds
that-
like
is-
the airport.
Is that
number.
just a local thing or is that the airport code?
The airport code is actually ABIA, so it's more of a local thing.
Yeah, just
Oh, okay.
Austin, Texas. Got it. All right, Kay. I prefaced in the first segment for all the Alabama fans going there that the reality of life is you either can go to the game at Texas or you can go to Franklin Barbecue, but you're probably not going to have enough time in a day to do both. Am I correct?
You are correct. However, I did look this morning, and there are a very few spots available for pre-orders from Franklin still.
There we go. Now, I'm a good friends with Simon Majundar. He's been on our show a few times, and he really raved. He said all of the brisket he had in Austin was phenomenal. His personal favorite was Black's.
Oh, yes. We're blessed with really great smoked meat.
Right.
Black barbecue, also Kerry Black barbecue. Those are two different locations. Excellent brisket. I mean, really, it's hard to get bad barbecue in Austin.
That's what we want to hear. But there's more to Austin than just barbecue. And of course, the first thing people think of is Mexican or Tex-Mex food. But there's more than that. I had a sous chef of mine who left and went out and became a sous chef at the Leaning Pear, which is just outside of Austin.
Mm-hmm.
And that's nothing like barbecue and Mexican food, right?
Right. I mean, Austin, when I first moved here way back in the dark ages, there really wasn't a whole lot of fine dining or anything outside of American fare, Tex-Mex, some barbecue. But now we've got some incredible places. We've got, French. We've got modern Japanese. We've got, upscale, almost anything you can think of. It's been a huge renovation or renewal of our food scene over the last 15 years has been just an amazing thing to watch.
There was the Portland standard for a while when Portland started coming on as a progressive city and everything, and then then Portland was just yesterday's news and Austin was next, and y'all aren't yesterday's news yet. Y'all have a great scene, and we would be remiss if we didn't remind people, Kay, that it's also the live music capital of the world.
I was going to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for folks that are going to be in and around the stadium area, what are your recommendations for food of any kind or a place to catch some great live music?
So you can find live music pretty much anywhere. We're talking almost every coffee house will have an open mic night. The campus is super close to, of course, our downtown area, where there's going to be live music all up and down, 6th Street, the Warehouse District. And 6th Street has a couple of sections, like 36, which is more towards the interstate, is going to be more of a college bar scene. West 6 is a little bit more of a tiny bit older crowd, so you're not quite, if you're in town with your parents for the game, but they like to drink and have a good time, you're going to want to go to West 6.
All right.
Or Rainy Street area. And there's live music in, all over that area. It's like I said, it's hard to not find live music too. Now I will say you can combine your live music if you decide you're going to go, hopping around the downtown area with late night food because
Nice.
we've got some bars that sell some pretty great food.
Excellent. Excellent. And, most cities, especially one of the size of Austin, they've got that entertainment district, that you want to go to, whether it be the French Quarter in New Orleans or you got Lower Broad in Nashville. And here in Mobile, we've got the Lodot district in downtown Mobile. And that's where everything is. What is that main entertainment district for the Austin area, or is there more than one? It sounded like you had more than one listed there.
There is more than one. For the downtown and campus areas, though, you're really looking at the 6th Street, West 6th Street, and Rainey neighborhoods areas. And they're all kind of attached or close enough. They're all that downtown area. It's lined with, bars and pubs and restaurants. You can walk down 6th Street or West 6th Street or 36th area, and you can find all kinds of food, all kinds of music, all kinds of partying. You got it's kind of like New Orleans, where you're in the French Quarter and there's different streets. Everybody knows bourbon, but there's amazing places right off.
Right. So many. In fact, Mike and I know those. we got New Orleans covered.
Yeah, we know that area pretty good. And I'll tell you, for our area, the Mississippi Gulf Coast is getting to be a hot.
Yeah, also. And so Ocean Springs, if you want to take a little vacation, Ocean Springs, Mississippi, you'll love it.
It's been a long time since I've been to Mobile. I would love to go down again soon.
Oh, we got a lot waiting for you. As far as the tailgating scene, I have no doubts that the University of Texas can throw a tailgate on par with anything anybody else does. What is I guess barbecue, but the signature dish you usually find at a Texas tailgating?
You're going to find plenty of ribs. You're going to find brisket. You're going to find grilled wings.
Yes.
Yeah, there's always going to be someone who's got something Tex-Mex going on, such as a big old pot of carne guisada where they're making carne guisada tacos. Definitely breakfast tacos will be all over.
Now, I tailgated at an Oklahoma game one time, and they had fajita bars at the tailgate, which is not what we're used to in the South. We get
Fajita bar?
fajita bar, yeah. They had the steak was on one side, the chicken was on the other side, and then there was 30-foot of table in between for stuff to put in your fajitas. And that was, and that tailgate scene, that to me is what college football is all about. And
somebody-
Here is epic. It's
Somebody,
amazing.
somebody's texted in about the 190 East Side in Austin. Used to be a bunch of truck stops. So it says a lot of great brisket. It's what this listener is texting on to our show.
the 190 East Side, that makes sense to Kay probably. To me, it sounds like algebra.
They're talking about. I'm sorry. They're talking about 190 East Side.
I think.
Yeah, of Austin, it says, and
We're going to the East Side, which is East Downtown.
Mhm.
East Downtown was an area that, for ages, was just a very kind of rundown, lower socioeconomic area. Had lots and lots of families. There's been some controversy over the gentrification, but I got to say that they have some amazing restaurants on the East Side. Everything from food trailers pumping out stellar offerings of all genres of food.
Oh, wow.
To some amazing fine dining as well.
Okay.
One of my favorite places to buy fresh produce is on the East Side is Foggy Creek Farm. They have a little farm stand on the weekends,
Oh, cool.
and people there are growing. They're not certified organic, but they're growing organic, and they've been there. It's been a working farm for
Oh, wow, that's wonderful.
the late 1800s.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Mike's got one final question for you, and then when he's done, I want you to give people your website address and where they can find your writing and find out more about Austin's
And how
food.
about a game prediction?
Well, that's what
Well,
Mike's question is.
Who's going to win?
I got to back my horns. However, you and I both know, that this past, game, this first kickoff, neither one of our teams got a chance to show any of their weaknesses.
No.
Their opponents were just,
Well, I think our weakness was our second quarterback.
You mean the guy who got his first college action ever in his entire life?
Yeah.
He got a little easy.
He didn't play very long. third string quarterback got more playing time than he did. But
we wish you all the luck in the world next week if you're a Texas fan, and all the Texas fans out there. You're gonna need it.
It's going to be a great lineup because Bama's going to be. I mean, it's guaranteed to be a strong game.
all right, if you'll give us your all your contact information and where people can go and check you out.
Sure, and thank y'all so much for having me on.
Yes.
You can find me online at atxfoodnews.com. If you're on Twitter, I'm on Twitter as atxfoodnews. I like to make people confused, so on Instagram, it's Kay Marley-Dilworth, but it's just the letter K Marley-Dilworth as opposed to spelling it all out. So good luck finding me there.
All right, Kay. Thank you very much for doing this for me. I have actually been looking for a year, trying to ask people who do I know in Austin, and I was on Twitter the other day, talking smack to some Texas A&M fans. So and I popped on and went, how did I forget Kay? So I'm so glad you were able to come on because I have been looking for a year, and I should have just come straight to you.
There you are.
Well,
All right.
thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you so much, and roll Tide.
I'm not going to say that, okay?
You will when you play. You'll say War Eagle when you play them.